Hey guys, it's Erica, and today I'm here to do a very unique video called a design with me. So this is featuring the digital kit from the Phelps Design October box. I do get the digital kit and I also get the DIY, so you get like the full pages as well as all the different accessories, ephemera, die cuts, stickers, all that good stuff. But what I like about the digital kit is that I can create my own stickers. And as somebody who creates printable stickers, I have my own templates to make sticker kits, which is phenomenal for me because unfortunately, since this digital kit is for personal use only, I cannot sell this kit, but I can at least show you what I do to create it. So that's what we're doing here. As far as the video, everything I'm showing you is just kind of my design process and not a tutorial. So if you see something and you have a question and you want to know how I'm doing something, feel free to ask down below and I can do a separate tutorial on some of the methods that I'm using here to do my conversions and to do my design work. But in the meantime, I just wanted to show you guys the process of which I go through whenever I get clip art or papers and how I convert it into a kit. So the first thing that you guys are seeing is me converting the PDF papers into individual JPEGs. And the software that I'm using is all free. So the software you're seeing right now is GIMP, and in the background is Silhouette. GIMP 2.0 is a free software. Same with Silhouette. You can actually download that without having an actual cutting machine. So you can still use the design tool even if you don't have the actual machines to support it. You can just use the software itself. And another tool that I will be using is paint.net. Again, also free software. So I'll link everything down below. I don't get anything. I'm not sponsored. I just really like these tools because they're free. So that being said, the reason why I'm converting the papers is because Silhouette Studio, the free version, does not accept PDF. And even if you do have the Business Designer Edition, it only pulls in the first page. And since the PDFs come with multiple pages, I want to be able to use all of the graphics. So what I'm doing is I'm importing the PDF as images into GIMP, and then I'm using the export feature and taking the PDF and exporting it as a JPEG. So as you could see, I was renaming some of the files and I was numbering them numerically. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going through and taking the latest kit that I designed, which was the Frozen kits, because I have a template on how I create my files, and I copied and pasted the folder and I renamed it Phelps Design, and now I'm going to use this to create my actual design pieces. So I converted the files, so now I have these large JPEGs, and now I'm sizing them to the correct size and patterns that I want. In this particular example, I'm using paint.net. I've sized this box to be 4 centimeters by 5 centimeters, which is the approximate size of an Erin Condren vertical box, because I like to create my patterns based on the Erin Condren vertical, and then I can use them in my print Pression and in my weeks. And right now I'm determining my color palette for the kit based on the clip art. So I just took the clip art, found some colors that matched the clip art, and I actually pulled the colors and created a little quad. And now I have a template for converting glitter headers. And so I'm using that template, that 4 quad colors that I had selected based on the clip art, and now I'm making the glitter headers that I use in all of my kits. I don't always use this for the print Pression kits or the Hobonichi Weeks kits, but I definitely use them for the Erin Condren version. So if I ever decide I want to make an Erin Condren kit, I'll have the boxes already readily available. So as you can see, this box is the exact size of an Erin Condren vertical box, and what I'm doing is I'm copying and pasting the actual clip art into the size box, and I'm adjusting the sizing, making sure I like the image, and then I'm saving it as a new file. So every image I create, I save it as a new item. So each box has its own little file, and so then I can use this later to create kits. And again, this tool is paint.net. It's free to use, and like I said, I resized the box to 4 by 5 centimeters. I do like to use millimeters and centimeters versus inches because I find that the metric system is a little bit more accurate. Plus, the Hobonichi is much easier to measure in millimeters since the boxes are so small. And so for me, I personally like to use the metric system. I know some people prefer inches, especially since our pages are in inches for letter 8.5 by 11. So I switch back and forth a lot when I'm in the silhouette tool, but I also use conversion metrics out of Google. I'll do like a Google and say convert, 11 inches to millimeters to get the right numbers and things like that. But generally I like to use in the metric system, and as you can see, I'm creating this little folder of all of these images, and I'm just using the same shaped background and just changing and manipulating the images so that I get the images that I want for later. You don't have to do it this way. This is just what works for me. I know a lot of people use things like Illustrator or Adobe, and they can create all these amazing things, but if you've ever met me, I'm pretty cheap and I really don't want to buy Adobe Photoshop, so this is what I use. I use Silhouette and I use Paint.net, all free software. So at this point, I'm just going through picking and choosing which papers I like, and you can see in the screen that I have about 20 different boxes to mess around with. And then here, this is what I was saying earlier. I had copied and pasted a folder of my old Frozen kit. Since I already have a template, I can reuse that kit and just drop in the colors and the glitter that I need. So as you can see, I'm literally dropping and dragging images into the template. So what I did is I took the red cut lines and I moved them to the back, so then it's in the back layer, and so then I'm not manipulating the cut lines. All I'm doing is manipulating the images that I've already saved from previous kits that I've already designed. So this is actually how I go through and change kits to have new kits, new patterns, new colors by using Silhouette in itself and just dragging and dropping until I see what I like. And so here I'm trying to figure out something for the date covers, but I'm just not loving the pattern. So I kind of gave up for a second and I went ahead and opened GIMP again, which is the tool that I use to convert the PDF. So now I'm going to try to find a watercolor background because she does provide papers of the watercolors. And I decided I like this blue, so I'm just going to convert the blue page. I now have a blue background, and now I can take it, drag it back into Silhouette, and create some date headers. Had a little side note I had to take care of, but so now here I've completed my pattern and I'm going to go ahead and print and cut my design. So I've now added my registration marks, my cut lines, and I'm printing. And I do use an HP Envy. It's my favorite printer. It's what I used when I used to print and cut and sell stickers. I still use it for myself because I love it. And now I actually use Cricut mats, but Cricut. I like to say Cricut, but it's actually Cricut. So I use a Cricut mat and I load it into my Silhouette Cameo. I set up my cut lines, and I do have the pink Teresa Collins Cameo, and now I'm just cutting, and it's pretty straightforward. This is definitely something that I like to do when I have digital papers. I always like to make my own kits, even if they have kits available. But there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And of course, hit subscribe. And if you guys want to see more detailed tutorials on anything that you've seen in this video, of course, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.